Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Lucas.
Today, we've got some awesome information to talk to you about with blank, privacy, zero knowledge, all of that fun stuff. But first, we're going to get out a quick disclaimer. Nothing that we share here is financial advice. This is purely educational purposes only. We here at Wise Beyond Bitcoin, we absolutely love this technology and the future use case of it. It has potential to change the world. And that's really what we want to show, is the educational side of this.
Yeah, we're all about participation. That being said, we're about opportunity, education, analysis. Opportunities are things. So we cover all bases. We want to show you where it fits into the world and the market, how it can make the world a better place, but how you can position yourself to be a part of that. Because as you've seen, a lot of people who've been a part of cryptocurrency and blockchain early have benefited greatly. And we're here to show you and to help teach you that this is still just the beginning. And if you're just learning about blockchain and crypto, you're still early. You're absolutely. So we want to help you on that journey. If you like learning about that, we do technical walkthroughs. We love your support. Subscribe button, notification bell, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Of course, we love privacy. We love looking at the trilemma. You can look at our videos. We cover all ecosystems, layer ones, layer zeros, layer twos, the whole 9 yards. And we really are big on privacy. And I talk a lot about the secret network and what that's brought to IBC and how bullish I am with that. In fact, just another video there. But we've talked about this project a little while ago in the past, and they've made some developments. And Jacob's been on this, and he's really been on this project. And what they bring to privacy and to Web3 is just huge. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to let Jacob take us right to it, brother.
Oh, yeah. And before we really start talking about the project, I'd really like to touch on privacy as a concept. And for people to understand the importance of privacy, because the way I view privacy is it's a fundamental human right that we all have that we just take for granted. I have the privacy of thinking my own thoughts without having anybody being able to spy on them or interject them. And because of that, we're really these beings that live in this world where privacy is inherent to our existence. And I think that's something that a lot of people forget, that privacy should be a fundamental human right, and we should look at it as such. So here's a few quotes that we're going to be going through from some very prolific and profound people throughout time and throughout multiple nations. Yeah, we're gonna.
Those are good quotes for sure. And privacy is something that's not typically addressed. Many people are ignorant to how blockchain, Bitcoin, and crypto work, and they think, oh, Bitcoin's used for, because they'll hear a senator make some comment that Bitcoin's used for terrorism, which is absurd and ridiculous, because whatever terrorism is in all forms is predominantly been funded by cash and money in the banking system for a long time. The market cap of crypto is so small. The whole market cap is just so small in comparison. It's silly. But privacy is not addressed in blockchain, because how Bitcoin and crypto works, it's a decentralized public ledger where anyone can look at the address and verify. But it's open, it's public, so anyone can see it. So therefore, finding solutions to this dilemma, not mentioned in the trilemma of privacy that Jacob's saying is as like a fundamental right for all people to allow this technology to be used in a harmonious way. This is important. So that being said, you got some quotes up here, but I noticed those quotes you have up here are by a specific protocol.
Yeah, so Satoshi Nakamoto. If you don't know that name, that's the inventor of Bitcoin, the pseudonym for the inventor of Bitcoin. No one really knows who invented Bitcoin. But yeah, this is an awesome quote from Bitcoin founder. The traditional banking model achieves a level of privacy by limiting access to information and to the parties involved. The trusted third parties, the necessity to announce all transactions publicly preludes this method, but privacy can still be maintained by breaking the flow of information in another place. And this is why we keep our public keys anonymous. And so a great example that we've done in a previous video is Secret Network. And the way Secret Network has addressed this is by not being a open public ledger. Secret Network is a public ledger, but it's not open. Your viewing, your keys have to be given to somebody. Your viewing key has to be given to somebody for them to be able to see your account. So you get to choose who views what on your account, whether it's a custodial or non-custodial party. And I think that's already an awesome solution to the problem that we see of privacy. But I think Blink has a few things that we'll get into that does this a bit different.
And they're serving a different ecosystem.
Oh yeah. Blink is going to be we'll talk about the ecosystems that they touch on in just a minute, but first
nice.
I want to get into my favorite quote. This one's from Edward Snowden, and this one is something that I feel a lot of people in the blockchain space will use as an argument. Arguing that you don't care about the right to privacy because you have nothing to hide is no different than saying you don't care about free speech because you have nothing to say. It's important to realize that a right is a right for a reason. It's your right to be able to have that, as whether it's a form of expression or whether it's something inherent to personhood. And saying that privacy isn't a right is like saying that you're okay with anybody seeing your naked body. Even though you wear clothes, you don't show everyone in the world your naked body. It's something that we don't think about as a human right because it's just so ingrained into our everyday lives that we don't see the importance of privacy in everything that we do. Here's another one from Benjamin Franklin. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Get into Stephen King. Another, if you don't know who Stephen King is, I'm sorry. Friends don't spy. True friendship is about privacy too. And I think that really goes back to the idea of a secret. If you have an embarrassing story that you want to share with a friend, you'd expect them to, you'd tell them that this is a secret. This is something that this information is only between you and me and no other parties. And they agreed to that. Mm-hmm. And there's all kinds of secrets that you would keep inside of friendships. And I think having a mutual bond of trust like that as a person is just a part of relationships.
Well, it goes to the point of, you know, and also incentives, right? Like it's good not to have, don't allow the incentives for people to peep on people's, you know, exchanges. Just have it not there. Remove the incentive. Don't allow an institutional framework that promotes for perverted behavior. So it's nice when we create a technology that fundamentally we have some there that supports privacy, so that people can choose who they share certain information with, which is, like you said, it's very natural. We do that all the time. Even in that first quote in modern banking, it's often, you know, and no one can just walk up and say, "I'd like to see Jacob's financial information. Let me see it right here." So why would we, you know, if we have the opportunity to maintain that discretion while keeping the security and all the other benefits that crypto and blockchain have, that's the way to do it, obviously. So, all right. Well, I got the quotes. You got me. I'm ready to see this protocol. Which protocol are we talking about?
Let's just get through this one more, because I feel like this one is the one that really hammers home.
Okay. All right, good.
What you just said leads into this very well. Privacy is not an option, and it shouldn't be the price that we pay to accept just for using the internet. And a great example would be Facebook. We've talked about Facebook in a few videos and how they have leaked user data, how they have acted in the Web 2 space in a gross, perversive way. And they made their fortune on the back of you as a user. They harvest your data without your consent and sell it to third-party advertisers, and you get nothing from it. If anything, you're getting security compromised for it, which is insane as a concept. And so we're going to talk about blockchains and the origin of privacy for a second. Just a quick second before we really get into Blink and some of the amazing partnerships that they had. So cryptocurrency has come a long way since Bitcoin and its initial release in 2009. As blockchain technology continued to develop over time, we started to notice this problem of the trilemma, right? You have security, scalability, and you have decentralization. But where is privacy in this trilemma? And really, so what Blink aims to achieve is aiming to really hit home that hidden part of the trilemma problem. I would call it a diamond instead of a instead of a triangle. And as privacy's been left behind, you can now take that back. And so what Blink does is it's kind of the merger between wallet software like MetaMask and Tumbler like Tornado Cash. And so it's kind of as if Tornado Cash and MetaMask kind of got together and had a baby, put out a protocol. And so directly from your wallet, you can use Tumbler services to be able to basically use zero knowledge proofs to hide the origin of your funds. And the amazing part of this is you can retain that privacy on chain from people. Let's say if you're trying to buy an NFT or sell NFTs and you're not trying to affect the overall market forces because you're maybe a prolific person and you're not trying to affect that particular market, you can do that with this zero knowledge proof technology. And you can still remain tax compliant because you can export all of your data, which I think is an amazing prospect because regulators tend to have this combative approach to privacy. And I don't think that's the right approach to privacy. As we get into it, one of the amazing things that they did is they had a partnership with ChainStack. And so I actually got to go through a lot of information. I was talking to a few people through Telegram. I was talking to different devs, and one of the people that I was talking to, his name was Philip. He happened to be a developer who has a ton of information, just a ton. And so I'm going to go through here and explain why it's important that you don't disclose your IP address, and it'll completely destroy your privacy with Web3. And what ChainStack and Blink are partnering to create. And so we talked about how you can remain private on chain, right? Mm-hmm. Part of the problem is we built this infrastructure on Web 2 where your data is constantly being harvested anyway. And so what ends up happening is, regardless of whether or not your data is private on chain, if someone happens to, let's say, come on in and they have the access to that Web 2 website, they can see your IP address, which determines your location, which can narrow down who it is that you are. It'll narrow down the devices that you're using, the internet that you're on. And it's important to understand that your IP address is your digital footprint within the Web 2 space. And by using these on-chain privacy protocols, you can still have your data leaked by not using a VPN or not having some kind of private service with your internet. And so what ChainStack and Blink are partnering to accomplish is a robust infrastructure model that will allow for true privacy, not only on chain, but as a concept when you're working with the blockchain space. And that, it was just so amazing when that clicked in my head that, you know what, they really are aiming to solve privacy as the problem. And Blink being a wallet service, just like MetaMask, it can use custom RPCs. And so you can use that on Shiden, A-Star, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, trying to think of more, Avalanche, Harmony One, anything Ethereum virtual machine compatible, it'll work with. And it's amazing to think about the already ton of protocols that we can just name and list off that this is going to have a huge effect on within the crypto space.
This is something that was needed. And like you said, there's more to it than just the blockchain. There's also the IP address, and there's other aspects to privacy. So, and this is a layer, this is something that you can use with Ethereum, with MetaMask, with Uniswap. I mean, pardon me.
Yeah, so this is a wallet. And so the way it works is you would use the same apps that you would normally use with the MetaMask. So instead of using your MetaMask, you'd come over here, you'd download the Blink wallet, which if you're ever going to look for or download anything, I like to use an aggregator like CoinGecko. I like to come down here and go to their website.
Mm-hmm.
So you
be
can
sure
get the official downloads link. And it's important that you don't download the wrong link because it might be a phishing scam.
I just did a video on that too.
Yeah, I actually watched that right before.
And you know what, Stash, it's about to launch, and there's gonna be a lot of people flooding to go to hit a search engine. And if all I typed in was Stash App NFT, and that was one of the top things that popped up. So, you know, it's important to know to look for the lock, and you already know, but check out that video if you're not aware of the common phishing scams. But yeah, so that's cool. So you've got the testnet wallet.
Yep, I got the beta testnet wallet. I've been using it for the past few days, and we're gonna go ahead and inject the wallet. So this is how you would use it within here. Let me just type in my password. We're gonna connect my wallets.
So all the places that you would be using a MetaMask, now you can use the Blink wallet.
And you could see here that it's injected. And this being a testnet wallet, I don't care if you see the address. I don't care if you see the seed phrase.
Sure.
But you can see here, pretty rich with my 1 ETH. But
you need to send that over to the mainnet.
Oh man. One of the things that you can do is you can directly use apps that you normally would use, and they work in the same way. So you would just go ahead and use those apps. So I'm going to swap over some Uni tokens into Ethereum, and then we're going to do a Blink deposit and a Blink withdrawal. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. Cool. That just approved.
I like the UI inside the wallet.
The UI is so nice, actually. I like that they
clean.
spent a very nice amount of time on the UI.
Mhm.
You will be using this create an account quite a lot, because if you want to retain your privacy on chain, you're going to be creating a new or a blank wallet to deposit those funds in. And so if I wanted to make a deposit, this is basically where you would deposit your Ethereum that you want to remain anonymous. You want this Ethereum on an address that's going to remain anonymous. The only problem that I found is with the testnet, this little gas fee loading icon here. Sometimes it just gets
stays
stuck. Yeah.
froze. You have to adjust it yourself.
You could adjust it yourself by typing in the parameters, or you could just pick medium, low, or high. But
yeah, but that's how it works. It's getting a little buggy right now. It's the test net, but overall it functions like most Web3 wallets, and it's got a nice clean user interface. I mean, it just looks nice.
And once you've deposited funds, like a mixer, the longer period of time those funds are deposited in, the more that origin trail is obscured through that tumbler. And so when you're ready to withdraw from that, you could go ahead and click the withdrawal option, and you'll see the amount of Ethereum here, or whatever token you're using, Ethereum, DAI, MIM, whatever it is that you want to use. It'll be an option right here that you can click, and you can select the wallet that you want to send it to. So if I go to my accounts, you could see here, I have my funds wallet and I have my blank wallet. And so off screen of the video, I had actually done a private deposit and a private withdrawal to send my funds from my funds network to my blank wallet in a completely privacy preserving way.
Very cool, brother.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love the innovations that they're bringing to this space. And now that they are solving the problem of on-chain privacy across multiple chains, they're looking to aim to solve privacy options with Web 2 and in the Web 2 space. And I love the fact that they're making these partnerships, because there are other options in the Web 2 space to remain private. You could use a VPN service, but they're looking to go full stack across the whole space. And you got to be proud of that, like that's a big goal to make.
People, in a time when people are worried about the technology being used in an Orwellian manner because of how public blockchains are and how easy chain analytics, it's great to have people working to develop a layer to protect privacy so that we can allow blockchain and crypto to move forward in a way that's efficient and harmonious and beneficial without having these negative drawbacks to or setbacks due to perverse incentives.
Yeah.
Simply put.
I think it's amazing that they're working to be regulatory compliant as well. And I love the fact that they really are putting the power in the user's hand. You as a user now have the responsibility to disclose your information, instead of the other way around, where your information is just automatically already out there. And it gives you as the user that power, in the same way that it gives you as the user to share a secret with someone.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Good find. Way to reveal those things that are supposed to be secret and private here in the crypto blockchain world. We're not keeping it. We're letting people know about it. That's what's up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I really appreciate your guys' time. If you like content like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below if there's some blockchain technology that you believe in that you want to share with us or want to educate us about.
That's right. We only take in a little bit of sliver. We share what we can research and what we understand. We make mistakes. So do your own research to be your own bank. You'll make your own mistakes. Or if you do what we do, you might make some of our mistakes too. So that's on you. But yeah, until the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste.
Have a nice one.